No, thanks very much, Chair. That's why we must meet physically when we deal with these important subjects, Chair.
We must simply sort out my laptop so it doesn't give you confusion. We don't have to meet physically.
Oh, we do, Chair. Even the presentation by Lance was not clear, as you also alluded to that fact, Chair. Chair,
Agreed.
thanks very much for the opportunity. Yes, indeed, the two presentation is also cover some part of the concerns. I know, Chair, we have been pushing for IMSA bill as the committee to come and will be a solution to our many problems, but it's not going to be the total solution. If you listen to Salga, CEO Lens, saying that one of the challenges, one of their views, as he put it through the problem statement, is that there was no consultation in some of the matters regarding Tshwane municipality. So IMSA bill is not going to cover that. It also has to talk to the early warning systems, which I think Salka also emphasized on it and the department emphasized on it. So therefore, Chair, my question, are we really having tools of dictating through the early warning systems? Because we cannot be continuing as the department, as the portfolio committee, as everyone, all stakeholders to be fire extinguished. We can't continue like that to wait until there's too much or huge damages. And then we said, no, come and apply Section 139 or come and apply Section 154. So I want both Salga and the department to tell us, do they have a capacity to apply early warning systems to all these municipalities? The report suggested that, as the DDG Kevin Naidu's presentation suggests, that in totally, there are 40 municipalities that are under administration or under Section 139. But the fact of the matter, all municipalities are sick, Chairperson. There are symptoms. And I always argue this point, even the last time when the Deputy President was here in the House, to say that under Uvulindlela program, they have identified 10 municipalities out of 66. I also made an example of eThekwini. It's not part of distressed municipality or dysfunctional municipality, but they are under presidential working group because there is a challenge in regards to their finance affairs. So I'm saying, is the department have a capacity to dictate all the problems that are happening in the municipality? The second thing that I want to raise, Chair, right there on the presentation by the department, under empirical evidence in administration of interventions. So one of the things that is bullet point 2, limitation of Section 139, subsection 1, the failures to fulfill an executive application led to difficulties in interpreting A, when intervention is permitted, B, what steps are permitted. So those are the things that we need also to be told by the department. These are the things that we are facing. We can't interpret the provinces, they can't interpret what is Section 39 is saying in details. So therefore, as a department, these are the things that we think it can help us to interpret such Section 139 or Section 154. But if we are also struggling with the role of the province and MEC also can't interpret, it's also going to be a problem for a longest time, Chairperson. For instance, the president of Salka is also a speaker in one of the municipalities in Machabeng, in Free State. The court, there's a court case in that regard that this municipality must be put under Section 139. So therefore, the MEC wrote a letter to the speaker, which is the president of Salka, and said, please convene a special council so we can communicate about this Section 139 that needs to happen. The speaker also wrote back to the MEC and said, no, I can't, because the rules of a municipality does not permit me as a speaker. So I was hoping that the president is going to be here, because if Salga is also saying, please involve us in Elias' point in order for us to have a say and to also to advise you. And then now there's this situation of rules in the council that also cited by the speaker of the council to say, no, don't come to me as a speaker. In terms of the rules of the council, I'm not permitted. Those are the issues that we need to vested with as portfolio committee and the department to tell us, okay, when do the legal advisors of the department comes in order to solve these problems? The IMSA bill, Chair, is also going into details about the role of the administrators in the council. So we know also that in terms of Section 139 of a Constitution, the administrators are not the solution in all cases. And the department will agree with me to say, in all these 40 municipalities that the department said they are under administration, I even made an example last time when we engaged with IMSA bill to say that, but we must also have a clear report, a clear monitoring system, and an update in terms of those administrators that are put by the department are also helping the situation or not. Because most of the time are not, Chairperson. And I'm very happy because some of the reports between the SALGA and the department presentation also made it very clear that we have this thing called solutions in a form of administrators, but at the end of the day, we have more problems than what we anticipated. When we went to Liqua, I even made that example last time. We even asked the department when he was presenting and telling us that, no, we still have an administrator. We asked a simple question. We're just coming from elections now. It was after 2021 local elections. And we are still saying this municipality who went and elect the new leadership in these councils is under administration. How does it work? Because freshly, these people are assuming the office. They are going to ask you, why are we under administration? Because we just elected Izolo. Yes, just yesterday. So the department couldn't also clarify that point to us to say, no, they are still under administration because when we apply or when we send the administrator here in this municipality, it was for this period. So therefore, the period is still continuing. So those are the issues that I think is basic, Chair, in order to get it right, in order for us to have a way forward in terms of addressing these issues of municipalities. The other challenge is that, and I'm very happy that it's also finding resonate in one of the presentation, I think it's Salka, to say, are we sending right people with the right skills as administrators? And the committee will remember very well, there was an issue that was raised to say that one of the administrators who happened to be in the Gauteng municipality or Gauteng a provincial office was not even having a matric. And that administrator was sent to Northern Cape to be the administrator there. And people were up in arms that you can't send a person who does not have a matric, who frauded matric in Gauteng. And then you send him here to do what? Because that person who's lacking matric, who have a record of defrauding even his qualifications, those are the problems that we need to talk frankly. I'm happy, Chair, that you are having this kind of a meeting after the launch of the white paper, whereby the stakeholders, even the people who are on the panel, were saying, what went wrong? How do we fix it? Because even the IMSA bill that you are also pinning our hopes to is not going to be our solution until we get it right from the department level, and also the role of the provincial government. I still debate that. I think at some point, the role of the provincial government, or especially COGTA, it must be questionable, it must be clarified, because some of the issues we tend to say to the department, please tell us as the department, are you ready through your program 2, which is the intervention? But we forgot there is also COGTA at the provincial level who need to play their role as well in order to make it sure that these municipalities are also in the right direction. Thanks, Chair. Those are my contribution for now.
Thank you, Honorable Mtetwa.